Play, and I'm going to introduce you guys. Yeah.
So, the 19th.
Welcome back to the Cat and Fiddle. It is Shakeout Up Friday for the 2nd January of 2025. Don't forget, as mentioned, we have 50-50 draws here at the pub. 3 tickets for $5. Try your luck. Why not?
Everybody bought one already.
The fix would be in if I win.
No, you'd be blind. Now, without any further ado, we continue from the Cat and Fiddle with our host, famous Framus.
It's lovely to be able to start the applause for yourself. Well, we're so lucky to be graced with the presence of Bend like Beck. And why not bend a few like Beck, and we'll get her going. Bend like Beck, everybody. Chris Wheeler, Frank Corn. Welcome. Great to have you guys here. This is You want him to come there? Mike up. Yeah, great to have you guys here. This is a pleasure. Every guitar player in the room is just waiting for you guys to drop something on the floor so we can pick it up and take it home. That's how it goes.
I gotta find another one now.
These guitar slinger shows. But you guys have come together. You've come out of kind of a tribute passion project that you did together.
Yeah.
And you've taken it and formed something original from it, from that shared passion.
And it all started in this room.
It started in
2017 or something. We did a gig
right here at the Cat Fiddle. See, we told you it was the center of the musical universe.
It was a weird. We did a weird gig. It was like, I remember it was Lapsley, me and you, and Scott. We were just playing guitar, and at the end of the night, we said we should like do something like that, maybe sort of in Jeff Beck vein. And then we're both side guys, so we're busy.
Right.
Then we had that little midlife retirement happen for a few years.
Oh yeah.
And then
Forced retirement.
and then unfortunately, when Jeff Beck died, that was like within minutes. We were like, hey man, maybe we should do something. And one thing led to.
That's what you did a couple shows, right?
Yeah, we did some fundraising shows.
Yeah.
Playing Jeff Beck from sort of the beginning Yardbirds all the way up to sort of newer stuff.
You had guys come up and
Yeah,
guest different
we had
guitar
Dave
slingers
Reid
from
and-
around town.
Yeah, no, not only guitar players, but we had different singers.
Singers. Oh, okay.
And so we had a set band. The band loved it. So we do more, and then sort of conversation about originals. Yeah.
Yeah, I do another gig with the drummer from Bend Like Beck, and we were just saying, I got all these tunes. We got these tunes we're going to do with them. You know, he said, well, let's record them. So the logical step was just to get the other guys, because we've been doing it, the tribute shows to begin with, right?
Right.
Everyone, the chemistry was great. Everyone was just feeling each other. It's so rare. We always play with other people, like just even playing with Frank. It's, you know, I never get to play with him because he's playing with somebody and I'm playing with somebody.
Sure.
Or Matt, or bass drummer Matt Burns is playing with somebody. We're all playing with different people.
Yeah, he's all over too.
Matt's the guy, right?
And,
So when we finally get together and play,
It's a band of side guys.
Sure. Andrew, you guys got
Andrew will have 4 gigs a year. That's
Andrew
what
Marshall.
Andrew Marshall's on bass. He's
Miles Evans at Brand.
Miles Evans here on the keys as well. So it's killer. Guys are awesome.
totally, yeah.
You don't have to tell them what to do. You bring a song in, and they sort of play like basically as little as you can, and they go, "Oh, I know what I'm going to do," and they do it. Without,
Yeah, we kind of give them free reign. And
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you guys.
So they don't
I
charge
listened
so
to
much.
I listened to your last night, and I was wondering if the songs kind of just came out of jamming, and everybody kind of
not really
Just kind of
jamming.
flow.
there's some forms, like, you know, I bring a song, I might do it in GarageBand and send it to the guy. Say, here's sort of the sketch of the song. Solo sections are open for interpretation.
okay. But you want
And
to
don't listen to the drum,
vein,
whatever the
this kind
groove
of-
is, that's just a placed groove on there. Like, come up with what you want.
Right.
Same, I don't tell Chris what guitar parts. Like, there's harmonies and stuff like that will work out, but everything else is just freeform and have fun.
Right.
You have a general idea where the song wants to go. These guys are good enough; they know where it wants to go when they hear it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to tell them, and if there is a little correction, you make a little correction.
Yeah.
They don't play that for
Yeah, and it becomes, or even live, it can change with the song.
Yeah, that's.
You can
Yeah,
make
I'm
it
sure the songs
ebb
must
and flow.
morph into other stuff when you perform live, no doubt.
So and then I had one that had a vocal thing, so I invited Maddie Simpson to come in,
Great choice.
and now we've got 2 new ones that we're doing. I guess we'll talk about the show tomorrow night. And we have 2 new singing like vocal songs as well. So we have Haley Rose coming in as well too. So it's pretty exciting.
Great choice. Yeah.
Yeah, so it might morph into the same kind of project, but a bit more vocal tunes.
Because sadly, people don't like 15-minute solos, eh?
The project was essentially all what we do on this album. What we did on this album is we would get fired from any other session.
Yeah.
It's our own session.
But it's your record,
So
so
we can do what we want.
exactly.
Yeah.
Where did you guys do the recordings?
Boxcar.
Oh, okay.
Offices are at Boxcar.
Wow, same as Ready Ruckus.
Yeah, good room. It was a big, nice big room.
Yeah.
It's a great room.
And they were great. It was hot. Remember that hot and sweaty? It was like a big heat wave. The air conditioning wasn't working. So
Right.
everything, and we just did it live off the floor. And the philosophy was 3 takes of each song. We picked the best feel take. Everyone lives with the warts.
Sure.
There was no dubs, patches, fixes.
Yeah.
Tracks.
Just a snapshot of a place and time.
It's pretty live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you there on the live off the floor.
there's some moments I wish, can we edit that? But no. That costs money then. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it quick. Get it in all quick.
Exactly.
You know.
Who's the engineer there? At Boxer?
Sean and Ben. Ben Sommer and
They both did it at different times, right?
Why can't I think of Sean's last name? Anyways,
Or
sorry.
did you guys just go in one time, or did you go in a
Twice.
couple sessions?
We
two
did.
sessions?
We did.
Two separate tracking sessions,
Yeah.
and then mixing was on top of
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, 2 separate tracking sections, and Maddie tracked from the both of them while we were laying down
Nice.
the same thing. So 3 passes.
Yeah.
Live with what you have.
Yeah. Well, Matty is he's a league of his own guitar player, but as a vocalist as well,
He's one of my favorite.
He's about as good a singer as he is a guitar player.
He's one of my
Double
favorite singers in the city. Yes.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to have him on there, and of course I picked a key that he hates.
Yeah.
There you go, Maddie.
Fuck you, Matty.
Jeez.
Pull this off.
Oh, you want to play with us, eh?
Yeah. Thought it was gonna be easy.
No more records should be made that way. I mean, it's everything's processed and fake. We took it like the Neil Young Crazy Horse approach to a fusion album, kind of, and just sort of went, "This is it." You know, I'm gonna play live and pick the best ones.
Yeah.
Think about it. No, it's serious. Think about all the classic albums.
Oh, yeah.
There's touch-ups for sure,
Right.
but it's very live. Most of it's live, you know.
Yeah, because you're
Well, you were dealing with 2-inch tape back then. Editing was a big.
Yeah.
It was like get the
like razor blades and
Fine.
Scotch tape.
Yeah. Like imagine Zeppelin one.
I don't need that kick drum. Gotta punch it, and that was that.
So was there something specific about Jeff Beck that inspired you guys originally as guitar players, or is it just kind of that vein of guitar
Well, for me,
player?
for me, he's in a league of his own. Like if you look at the '60s guys, all at the same time, Page, Clapton, and Beck.
Mhm.
They all sort of went different ways. You know, Clapton sort of stayed blues, and Page did Zeppelin, and Beck went to the stratosphere. He just sort of went. You know, his fusion records, his stuff in the '80s with drum machines and sequencers, and it's just always him. It's always sounds like him. It's just
Well, the best story is when he did People Get Ready. When Rod Stewart was recording that, he just happened to be around, and they said, "Hey, you want to play guitar?" He goes, "I don't have any of my stuff here." So they went to a store, bought him an American Strat, and he plugged into an amp.
Off the
He
rack.
sounded like
Yeah.
Jeff Beck. Like
Wow.
not any of his own gear, but he just sounded like Jeff. And then the stuff he does with the bar and all that.
For sure, yeah.
It's pedal. It almost sounds like a pedal steel and stuff sometimes. You know, with the swells and in and out. It's just beautiful playing.
Yeah, there was a great doc that was done a couple of years, maybe 5 years before he passed away, and it showed how much it seemed like he would go on tour and then quit every tour and go home for a while there.
Yeah.
Oh, in the early days.
Work on his
In the
parts,
early
yeah.
days, yeah,
Work
because
on
they
his
were
parts.
going kind of a different way, and then but it showed later on that he brought a lot of people into his band, a lot of female players, guitar players and stuff.
Yeah.
He was a big booster of
But yeah, well, Tal Wackenfield from the bass player. She was a guitar player before. She didn't just start playing bass 4 years before playing with Jeff Beck. But
Right.
she's phenomenal. And I got to meet her at the Auto Blues Fest, playing there with Harrison, and we were opening for her, and she was fantastic.
Wow.
And just for bass players, she just plays stock P and jazz basses and Gibson bass with no special. She's got tiny little hands.
Yeah.
When she plays the thing, so
So it's all her.
yeah, it's all her.
Yeah.
No mucking about.
I'm not gonna vote for sure. Yeah.
And she's a nice person, so that's always great.
Well, that doesn't hurt.
Anyways, we digress.
That doesn't hurt.
But yeah, Beck was just one of those guys that impossible to emulate. I mean, you can, but it takes a lot of work to be exactly like him. So we do everything in the spirit of Jeff.
Right.
So,
Steve Lukather from Toto.
My initials.
We're talking about Frank was saying, we'll just grab him whatever piece of gear. Says, he said I played Eddie Van Halen's rig and I played Jeff Beck's rig. I didn't sound out of it. So we could all pick up his gear. No one's it's his hands. His
Oh,
gear.
absolutely. Yeah.
and Robin Ford, but he at Master Mohawk, so the program there, and he was talking front row. Probably a bunch of you guys were there too, all the grizzled veterans, and then all the jazz students in the back. And somebody asked about his, why don't you use the same drive pedal or Schofield, right? Because listen, don't get all hung up on gear of your favorite guitar player, because I can let you, the guy that asked the question, I can let you come up here, play my guitar through my drive into my Dumble. I'm not gonna. If you did, you would sound nothing like me,
Right.
even though you're using, Robin Ford's actual gear. So that's an important lesson to learn, that everybody's going to have their own sound that comes out with their hands first.
Yeah.
That's
From
the
your
first
soul to your hands.
First is your
We're
hands.
projectors.
and whatever you feel.
Yeah.
Everything else is just, adjuncts and
This is just the
Colors and stuff like
machine
that.
we
Yeah,
project through.
yeah. And we're not even using amps now, and it sounds pretty damn good.
It sounds really good.
I think really though it's morphed a bit. It's our tunes now, not Jeff Beck tunes. So
Right.
we'll play some, but it's more. I think it's a celebration of guitar.
Yeah.
You know, we've been stepped on for years as guitar players.
Right.
Well, I'm sure when you guys play, you must have like every guitar player in town is just at the front row, just eyeballing you guys.
Or just eyeballing or judging.
Waiting to
Sit on my hands, wait for the sun to go by. I'm used to that. It's all good. They're waiting for the mistakes, right?
You get this.
And they're going to be
from here to here.
Oh, you get what year is that? What year is that?
89.
Yeah, I saw Garrett Mason not too long ago at the Casbah Lounge there, and there was guys that you never see. They only go to their own shows, but guitar players. There was a few guitar players watching him, and it was just like they were watching like a piece of meat, just getting ready to see something that they could bite into and take home. You know what I mean? Like,
Did the Mick Taylor show never happen, right, at the Casbah?
Mick Taylor show did not happen at
I remember having tickets for that.
I saw him in Toronto
Really?
earlier, though.
Mick Taylor was coming.
Yeah, it was years ago.
Yeah, he was at the Casbah.
What year was that? I saw him in 2006 or something.
Could have been around
2002. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, it was supposed to be, and all the guitar players were like, "Yeah, we're gonna go see Mick Taylor."
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I got to meet him. I got to meet Mick Taylor. It's like the highlight of my musical career. It's got nothing to do with playing.
Right.
So he was playing at a little club on, I don't know, it was just down. I can't remember the name. It was just down from the Horseshoe. And I got friends with the guys. This band was all Canadian, so we come and just tour with Canadian band. Save money,
Yep.
Backline, everything was here. He goes, "What you gotta do?" I didn't have smoking at the time. I just want an autograph. He saw my smoke pack because that's all I had. Like I didn't have a record. I didn't have Exile on Main Street with me or anything. So
Having slide.
Yeah,
So
totally
his own
takes
style.
the slide. Yeah,
It's great.
yeah.
There's a few guys like Sonny Landreth and Trucks.
Oh my God,
I just got to
yeah.
see Trucks this year for the first time.
For sure.
That was unbelievable. So
Well, he's a prodigy, Charles.
Yeah.
Just it's in the DNA. With
I still tell people, just go listen to him play Derek and the Alamos on Layla when he's like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
The Allman Brothers. If you don't weep, you don't have a soul. Whatever, like it just his playing makes you cry.
For sure.
And I've seen that clip probably 3 dozen times, if not more.
No doubt.
we're talking slide now. We're talking slide. What
Well, I know,
about Dwayne?
I
I got to
see.
go with Dwayne.
There's going to be a slide fight.
There's gonna be something's going
Slide
on.
fight, everybody.
Hold my mic.
Speaking of slide fight, you guys want to throw another Bended Like Beck? Chris Wheeler and Frank Korn, everybody. Bended Like Beck.
Yeah, this is a song that Matty Simpson normally would be singing on, but no, he's not here, so we're going to do it instrumentally. I got vintage noises. One, two,
Very tasty. That's don't want to hurt you.
I don't want to hurt you. Yeah, that's kind of the melt. I forgot how I first wrote it. So.
Yeah. For those who haven't heard it, look it up on Bandcamp. Matty Simpson sings the fuck out of that song.
He does.
Yeah.
You can swear here. Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't sure. CRTC rules.
Only when we're referencing Matty Simpson. Though.
We are not covered by no
Simpson.
CRTC.
Yeah.
This is privately owned.
Yes, that's right. So Matty fucking Simpson.
That's your stage name for now on.
Yeah. I thought I hung that on him, but I don't know. There might have been somebody before me.
Okay, well, it'll be introduced tomorrow night that way.
That's good.
Yeah.
They'll love it.
So how was Chris? What was did you have like an uncle that played guitar? Did you what was the grenade that was dropped into your room when you were a kid that exploded you on this guitar journey of yours?
Musical family, kind of on both sides.
Okay.
My mom's dad played guitar in big bands, but not really like in the 40s, like big dance bands more, like, you know, kind of thing. So he had like a big arch top and played that kind of stuff. I never met him. He died when my mom was a child, but he played. So it's got to be there from somewhere from that. And my
Got
dad,
like Bob Wills kind of stuff? Like,
no, I think like it's like just like swing stuff, like
Okay.
you know, that kind of. But I mean, it wasn't really a big band. Like it wasn't like a Count Basie band, but it was, you know, they played the hits of the day, which were all kind of swing
Sure.
at the time, right?
Yeah.
In the 40s and stuff. So
Was it a full-time player? Like,
no, it was like a weekend warrior type thing.
Okay.
That played for fun. And my dad's side, the Wheelers are all musicians. Like my great grandfather's a trombone. All my great grandfather's brothers and sisters. All my grandfather's brothers and sisters all play, except for my grandfather was a rebel in the family. Didn't play. He was
Refused.
a hockey player. Like he went to the story goes, he went to like the Red Wings or something training camp, but didn't go because he decided to enlist in World War II instead. So that's the sign of the times,
noble
right? There was
choice.
no $1 million contracts. And,
Yeah.
you know. So, but anyway, they all played. My uncle's a fairly well-respected trumpet player in the jazz world, Kenny Wheeler. Like, when I went to Mohawk, all the people are like, "Oh my God, that's your uncle!" Kind of stuff.
Oh wow.
But
What
other than
other
that,
music at Mohawk?
yeah, I did the Mohawk thing back like in 1990. And but yeah, other than that, like all the other Wheelers, lots of people playing different levels, either pros or recreationally. But it was always around.
So did somebody hand you a guitar for your
My
10th
uncle gave me a
birthday or
guitar.
something
Yeah,
like that?
exactly. Yeah, an uncle
Right.
gave me a guitar. It was just like a Regent.
Sounds like
Hollow body, like a 335, but it was a shorter scale, and it had like the zero nut, and it was terrible. It was not terrible at the time; it was great, but the action was super high.
Oh yeah.
You were talking about that earlier.
Get you them strong hands.
Yeah, it was that, and then just sort of, because of the times, it would have been 80s, right? So it was like, oh, I got to be like Eddie Van Halen. This guitar won't cut it. 'Cause now I wish I had it still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the time, it was like that's what it was.
So you once you had that, you knew that was your thing. It was something that you had to do.
Yeah, I
you
just
wanted to
can't-
do it. You had to do it.
Got to play guitar. I don't know
Yeah.
what else there is.
Yeah.
Kind of in a way. It's always you don't need a shrink. You don't need a best friend because you got one right there on your lap and the guitar, kind of, right?
Yep. And did you kind of did you put bands together when you were a teenager, kind of thing? And
Yeah, a
play
bunch of
hits
bands.
the day?
Yeah, did the band thing, then got into the jazz and blues thing, so I sort of veered off and did that. It's only actually in the last few years that I've come back to sort of bands.
Right.
kind of thing. But yeah.
And when you went to Mohawk, did you take jazz guitar?
Yeah, it was either jazz or classical, so I did the jazz thing because it was more applicable to the kind of the music I like. And I do like jazz, I like it a lot, but you can't pay the bills.
Yeah.
But you can't anyways in anything.
You can't pay the bills. What?
I know.
As an instrumental album, so you gotta pay the bills.
Word, yeah. Yeah, so that's what we decided to do. Let's make the most least accessible record with all guitar solos.
Yeah. Did you put it out on vinyl?
Yeah.
And you put it
Okay.
on just solely
Awesome.
on vinyl. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's only on vinyl and streaming.
You got any vinyls with you here?
You know what?
Bring your merch. Come on, man.
We forgot the merch. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Where's our management? We have to fire them.
That's the problem. They let us manage it. But we will have merch tomorrow at our show.
Tomorrow at the show.
You have to come in, buy a ticket, and you can get
Yeah, we got lots of merch there.
And how about you, Frank? What was your fire starter when it came to guitar playing?
Ace Frehley. Actually, before Ace Frehley, let me go back a bit. So my parents came from what was part of Yugoslavia, from Croatia. So we go to a lot of weddings as a kid, and I loved hearing music. And then I was fascinated by these 5 or 6 piece bands, and it was mostly doing polkas and traditional songs. But they'd always break into CCR or whatever the big song was on the radio. And I was like, wow, these sound like the radio, but it's people playing. And I sort of focused in on the guitar player. And my grandmother started buying me plastic guitars that I was a hockey player too. So I get a tabletop hockey box, draw circles on it like an amp, and get a string and add it to my put CKOC radio on and pretend I was a rock and roll star.
Absolutely.
The hockey stick as the mic. So that's how it started. It was all for.
It was pantomime first.
And I played hockey, and I didn't grow in grade 9. Everyone got big, and I didn't. I was a defenseman, so I thought I'll just do guitar. So it was So Ace Frehley was the sort of impetus. I took about 2 months lessons at the Ontario Conservative Music, which was like 8 students with 1 instructor for a half an hour. But he saw that I learned fast, so he showed me Proud Mary, like the.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
He showed me the bar chords, and I went, oh, if you play the bottom part of that, it's kind of like.
Now you're talking.
So I thought, I can play Kiss songs. I had this little Granada amp with it's called Power Booster. It kind of gave this drive. And I had this guitar. So if anyone here is of my vintage or older, you might be able to help me. It was a 76 candy apple red Epiphone with real binding, with a real Bigsby on it, that I took to Guitar Land on Barton Street because I had nobody around me that knew guitars. And the guy he was hemming and hawing, but he knew what he was doing. He did a straight trade with his guitar for a Crown guitar because Ace really didn't play a 335.
Right.
The crazy thing about that is about a year later, I was a huge Rush fan, and Lyson was playing nothing but 335s.
Well, that's a beautiful.
So if anyone knows who might
Where's
have
that
that cherry
guitar?
that guitar, I'll buy it for market value. But anyways, I didn't know anything about it, so I learned. I didn't take any lessons. I just learned on the street, basically learning records, and then as I got into playing professionally later in my 20s, doing corporate stuff, guys said, well, you make more money if you do the dinner set. So here, buy the blue book, the jazz book, and I'm like, minor 7 flat 5. This was pre-internet stuff, so it was like,
What the hell?
5 flat. That's
That's how you
I
figured out
all
your
my
stuff.
chords
Yeah.
and a few books here and there, but and just went from there. And just sort of had fun doing it.
So you leapt into corporate. You were doing corporate stuff for a while.
I had kids by that point, so it was
Right.
like
You had to make money.
$100 a night wasn't going to cut it.
No, man.
So and it still doesn't cut it, But anyways, I digress. And then so this project is more. This is not about making money, even though we haven't really lost any money, which is nice.
Well, when you don't lose money on a project,
Yes.
you've made money.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the win. That's the win right
Yeah,
there.
so and it's going to grow into the next record, which is fun. So.
So this is going to be an ongoing thing. You guys are going to take it forward. You're still
Yeah.
writing new stuff,
Yeah, so
creating
The new stuff's
guys
exciting.
started-
We've been starting to demo it, and it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's sort of the same as the first album with more vocals because people seem to like singers.
Yeah, well, it's going to be we're gonna
Freaks.
we're gonna preview
Weirdos.
2 of the songs will be out tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So that's exciting news, and but there'll still be lots of guitar histrionics.
I like the term that you. I wrote it down actually. That you used. Guitar wankery with taste. I like that. I like that.
The taste part is very subjective.
But you've quantified it with. It's not just wankery.
Yeah.
It's wankery with taste.
You think about it,
Yeah.
And we do. There's usually by the end of the night there's some double guitar craziness going on.
Totally.
But we've got some nice harmony parts that we've worked out for a couple of the songs too, which is great.
The end of the night's when the taste gets thrown out the window. That's the
Guitar harmonies.
No, there's elements of all really from the 40s on of guitar styles. There's little pieces of all guitar music on this record. A little swingy thing here or whatever.
And
Metal-ish stuff, even though it's not metal. There's something. It's guitar.
Some funky stuff in there too.
And it's gonna be. We're a product. We're both side guys, so we're chameleons when it comes to It's like I did 20 years of top 40 country through corporate stuff, through rock stuff, through doing classic rock records and stuff like that. So then tribute bands and
so you got all that stuff in the bank.
it's all there.
Yeah.
Right? It's like might as well use it.
For sure.
And it morphs into your own sort of style at that point when you're not trying to do like an actual reproduction of somebody else's playing. Which
Right.
you have to do sometimes, but
it's
your own stuff,
it's within the context of you.
take all those
As a
licks and
player.
flip them around. They become
For sure.
Frank Horn licks and Chris Wheeler.
Absolutely.
And no one can argue.
Yeah. 100%.
So
you guys want to throw another one at us?
Yeah. And here's one we've never played live before.
oh, nice.
Everybody,
Nice.
historic occasion coming up.
Canuck Tunes exclusive.
Canuck Tunes exclusive, right here on the corner of John and Augusta.
I'll just play that part. Instead of her.
Can we do the draw after the song?
Oh yeah, for sure.
The draw will be coming up right after this song, everybody, for you 50-50ers.
Yes.
Bend it like Beck, everybody.
All right. Brand new music.
So compelling when two guitarists.
Jethro Tull at the end there.
Doing the stuff.
That's a vocal
Doing
tune.
the stuff.
That's actually a vocal tune. We just
So all the guitar
That was the
parts
melody.
of the solo,
Nice,
all there.
nice. You want to? Are
Yeah.
we going to do the draw?
Yes.
do the job.
You want to do it, Gary?
Just
Gary.
shake it up and.
Shake it up. Here on Shake It Up Radio.
Shake it up.
Everybody get your tickets ready.
Tickets.
$60 in total.
$60
$30 is the
$30
takeaway.
is the takeaway. What?
$30 is the takeaway.
Canadian?
And the number is
I
$30
don't have my glasses on. Frank's gonna
Oh,
bring it.
yeah. Frank's got his glasses on.
I'm gonna just do the last four numbers.
Yeah.
2904.
2904.
2904.
We got a winner right
Yay!
here. Put your hands together, everybody. $30 Canadian. That's fantastic.
You remember you have to
5 Americans.
Yeah.
split it with the entertainment.
You have to spend that here at the Cat and Fiddle. That was in the fine print that you.
It's cat and fiddle money.
So drinks for everybody until the $30 is gone.
Do not pass go.
Drinks for everybody. So you guys have, like you were saying before, you've been sidemen for quite a few years, and quite a few. You've played with the who's who of Hamilton musicati, as it were. Some of your experiences in past guys that you've played with, Chris.
In the last few, well, Haley Rose played with Haley Rose, and Dave Brave played with those cats. You know?
Yeah.
Way back when, I know it just popped in my head, like when Solange was rocking, I used to do it. Well, you probably played with Kevin McLean too. We both played Kevin
Oh,
McLean.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
the party band in
That was
Canada
the
back in
biggest, you know,
Slante. Oh
yeah.
yeah. That was Thursday nights.
It was Thursday night. It was
Yeah.
like, you know, I remember I've been helped down those stairs a few times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was those kind of nights, right?
Yeah.
I remember a good time.
Ray Frugia was playing
Yeah,
with
Ray,
those guys.
Rock
Ray's
and
a
Ray
great guy.
Frugia. Love that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I played with them. I've also done I've done some Theater Ancaster shows and just sort of like
That's
in the
where we
band.
met.
Yeah, Theater Ancaster. We did a Beatles show.
Yeah, I saw a couple.
2009.
Picture you guys. You guys
Yeah, I had
No,
some
no
blonde
facial hair going on. You guys look like a couple of cherubs.
Oh, we were a little younger back then.
Yeah, exactly.
20 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. All kinds. I can't even think now on the spot. I did. I played with Dr. Tongue for a bit. I played with Golden Feather for a bit.
Nice.
I played with Bend It Like Beck.
Right.
Jeremy Guthers.
Jeremy Guther. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even think right now.
Have you guys ever done like, put your name in the hat for studio work? Like if somebody needs something, do they call you
I've
up?
done
Has that
some.
ever? Has that ever
I've done a few things.
Like
Like
those
Yeah,
as
I
well?
had about a good 6-year run at when the Grand Avenue. It was sort of me, Danny Lockwood, Bob Deutsch, Amy off and on
Amy, yeah.
piano for about I don't know a dozen projects through there. So.
You were the go-to.
Yeah,
guitarist
just it was
after
you
used
sort of
to
happened to be around, and then that you get called. Myself and Andrew Aldridge.
Oh, Andrew, yeah,
Being
from
called
Mississippi
in there,
Bands, yeah,
and oftentimes together in there on like just weird sessions. And
yeah. It's a great space.
there's some we got some outtakes from some of the sessions that should be released one day. It's just as bizarre as Bend It Like Beck stuff. Too,
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I worked with Amy down there. She's great.
Yeah. So she's now in Newfoundland. She
Yeah,
mastered
I know, yeah.
she mastered the record vinyl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we sent it out. She mastered for radio, for streaming,
And
then
for
vinyl, right?
That's
So-
great.
So
She's a biker now too, right?
She's been a
Yeah,
biker all her
yeah.
life. She just owns a bike. now.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
She's fantastic, and if anyone's ever worked with her, it's just
I know.
she's cleaning stuff as you're going. And
Totally.
So, yeah. So I miss that she's not in the city anymore.
I know. Me too. Gotta say.
But anyways, that was sort of going to be first choice of studio when we were looking at this. But without Amy there, we were hesitant, and then we asked between like Miles and Andrew and Matt Burns in the band, said, "Where would you suggest?" And they all sort of said, "Boxcar's a great place for this kind of project."
Right.
You have the room to isolate while we're all playing at the same time.
That was the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good choice.
So you can do it without bleeding into each other, but you
But
can still play with
there's
what you play.
bleeds. That's why there's no editing, because there's bleeds all over. Everyone's going into the overhead mics of the drums,
Right.
except bass.
Of course, yeah.
But we're always, the bad note's going to stay there forever.
Have you guys taken the live show other than the fundraisers that you had to kind of get the project going? Have you taken it around, taken it out of town at all?
We did,
Or?
not out of town, but we did 2 summers when we first did the record. We played Cactus Fest, which was nice, and it was and to any festival buyers, we like the 1 o'clock spot in the afternoon. We all probably have gigs that night somewhere else,
Yeah.
so 1 o'clock's a good spot for us. We did that. Then we did our album release in June of 2024, and then we did Supercrawl, which was great. That was nice, and that's what led to the Mills. The Mills show was supposed to be an opener for Steve Strawman, and that got canceled because his band couldn't do it back in October,
Okay.
and then it got bumped to us headlining.
Right.
And Maddie Simpson's also going to do. Him and Justine are doing some.
Oh, they're gonna open up.
They're open 40-minute set.
The
before.
duo stuff.
Yes.
Those two are great.
Yeah, and I've done the studio stuff and then side projects all over the place with a bunch of people in town. For me, highlight is with probably a couple dozen gigs with Harrison Kennedy,
Wow.
including like Auto Blues Fest and East Coast tours and
Nice.
all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah,
He's always great to play. He
he's
puts a great
graceful.
band, and he can sing and play harp in any key. With the wrong harp, he can still play it great. It's pretty crazy.
Wrong harp upside down and still hitting the notes and bending them.
Yeah, and I met Lily Saz back there. So I played. We did Exile on Main Street twice, I think, together. Yeah.
That's right.
That was
I should have been on that one.
Kevin Barber's thing.
Boxo. I can't think of his name.
Boxo, Kevin Barber.
Kevin Barber.
Yeah, he put that together. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
had
that's
the
right,
pleasure.
yeah.
I had the joy of doing Sweet Virginia with my daughter Mara for that show. So she came out and sang it. That was kind of nice to do.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's always been fun stuff going around the city. And some
Just to
fights
be
while
in-
we're doing those things.
Be in the musical universe, man. Just floating down the river. You guys want to hit us with another Bend It Like Beck?
Yeah, we're gonna do Jeff Beck.
Oh, okay. Why not?
Jeff Beck with just because we didn't prepare any more stuff of our own without. It's complicated to do without a rhythm section sometimes. So So we're gonna chicken out.
Like Beck, everybody. So what else do we need to know about the show tomorrow? Details on you got.
Doors are 7. Show starts at 8 with Maddie. We go on at 9. It's a hard stop at 11. So just anyone that buys tickets, it's not a late show.
Right.
Our demographic is a little older anyway. We're older. I like to be home by midnight. So
you're gonna have vinyl there. You're gonna have
vinyl there and some little swaggy things, pins, buttons, and stickers.
Swaggy stuff.
No stickers, no t-shirts yet.
And what about if you guys have a presence on the socials, people looking online, websites, that kind of
We got
thing?
an Insta site, we got a Facebook site, we got a TikTok site.
Yeah.
TikTok.
TikTok.
Got it all.
You guys
We'll let
aren't old.
We maybe can tour China. We can tour China with the TikTok.
Yeah.
For another week anyway.
Yeah.
See how it goes
Oh,
next
that's
week.
right. Yeah. Who knows
Yeah.
what happens with TikTok?
But yeah, we're Instagram. You know.
Everywhere, and tickets will be available at the door. There's a link on any of the socials. You can go purchase tickets.
Right.
If you go to Mary McNutt's page on Facebook, you're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
find all the
information's
information.
here. So
So, the unofficial management of Bandit, like back right over there. So,
Where's the LPs today?
Yeah.
exactly.
don't rub their nose in it, Mary. Well, it's a great pleasure having you guys here today on Shake It Up Radio, right here at the Cat Fiddle. Guitar wizardry at its finest.
Where it all started.
Where it all
Where it all
started.
started,
Come full circle.
Yeah.
Here with Bended Like Back. Put your hands together, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Bended Like Back.
Thank you.
This has been Shake It Up Radio on CanuckTunes.ca, recorded in front of a post-tryptophan overdose audience. Join us next week with special guest Lily Saz and Chelsea Roberts, live from the Cat and Fiddle, corner of John Street South at Augusta, Hamilton. For famous Framus, Kimberly Robin, and me, the mouthpiece, have a great weekend until next week. Keep it Canadian.
That was outstanding.
What
Have you
guitar
ever,
Settle down, Mary.
chance for the audience to ask questions or anything?
Oh.
I had questions, but I didn't want to. That would be fun. Come on, let's go get
I heard that. Yes, I did hear that.
It's just an accidental conversation and it rolled around to.
What time is it? Oh, right, you're going to be. Okay. That'll be the last show.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, how you doing?
I figure.
That's what I was thinking of home shows, just like we're gonna
So when we left the house, we just had some light flurries, right? There was nothing on the road. We came from the country. It's weird. There's nothing light out. Yeah, there was nothing on. And then we're coming back home, so we're 9 minutes outside the house, and then there was no storm. So where we were was, I don't know. Yeah, we certainly don't. Okay. My mom's place, she was involved in my mom turned 90. Trying to get this year.
Enjoy every moment.
I don't know how much longer. Good health. My mom, her house is Framus. You can eat off the floor. She has to go downstairs. I was up and downstairs. I said, Mom, I don't want you to do it up and down the stairs. Oh, my God, I'll go up and down the stairs. But of course, she hasn't called me.
I remember like that. I was doing something.
And I guess I'll have to eat again.
Yes, I can move it down that way.
Freezing.
Yeah.
Layered.
That was good show. Took a picture of you guys, you and Gary with work.
Because that's like the first one, because he was gonna be. Yeah, but it was just one of those that was, because it just wasn't the right mix. My money and I'm gonna be out of stuff.
Where you guys up to now?
It's one thing, it's one thing.
Big winner over here, eh? I'm going to be your pal today. Hey, you want to go?
What are you drinking?
Shit, I was 22 years too late. I'm going to drink that $30 right out of you. We lost.
Oh, yes.
Who's taking the picture? Oh, great. Got it. And she would take a picture.
I can take a picture if you want.
That was awesome.
Chris, though. Go ahead and do something.
Hey, Chris.
Chris, we need a pic over here.
Am I?
Speaking of Mike.
Yeah, you want somebody back. All right.
Yeah, well, your photographer can
We've
start.
already taken others.
There you go. Hang on, we're doing a pic, Mary. Mary.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's here.
I won't
Okay.
come.
I thought you were waiting for Chris.
No, he's over
I don't want to spill a beer, but I am.
Where are we looking?
You're looking at me.
Anyone.
Awesome.
I'm gonna.
Heather, you got one?
Yeah, here. Oh, no, oh, sorry, I didn't see this.
Mary?
Very similar. They're all learning I can do all.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm more. I like to keep that on.
No, that's fine.
Oh, thank you
I'll always
very
make
much.
decisions.
Yeah.
Sorry, you
Yeah.
Jerry, are you the person?
Mary.
Yeah.
So my wife's more.
Well, yeah.
You look at it. This is it. Sorry about the mix up.
Oh,
But in terms of the way, the sucks it happens. We'll sort of press on it. We're all excited. So everyone do the show and then. Yeah, show this.
that's your
Brought a vinyl, I was gonna do a vinyl song for you guys. I can't do it. You want me to give you one and then you do.
I wanted to get the news on the whole thing. I couldn't make it through the CD. I went to some other show.
Yeah, we're good to
So if you're gonna see the chat or.